So I will be talking about the fluid mosaic model. This is an example of the cell membrane. Every living cell is surrounded by a cell membrane or a plasma membrane. This cell membrane is made up of two layers that are very flexible, and these layers form a barrier called a lipid bilayer. Lipids are known as fats, oils, and waxes. The bilayer consists of phospholipids. Phospholipids are basically fats and phosphorus molecules. The membrane is 2 molecules thick. The bilayer membrane is selectively permeable, allowing certain substances in and others out. The phospholipids that make up the bilayer are made of a negative charged phosphate head that is hydrophilic or water-loving. The tails of the phospholipid are nonpolar lipids. They are hydrophobic, meaning water-hating. Cells are surrounded by extracellular fluid, as well as having a watery solution inside the cell known as cytoplasm, which helps support the bilayer. There are proteins that float in the fluid of the bilayer. Some of these proteins penetrate through the cell membrane and are exposed on both sides. These proteins are called integral or intrinsic proteins. These make up approximately 70 to 80% of all proteins. These proteins also allow and regulate the transport of large and/or charged particles through the bilayer. Another protein is peripheral or extrinsic protein. This type of protein is located on the surface of the bilayer. These proteins help transport nutrients or wastes and get messages from outside the cell. Proteins channel charged or charged pores exist to allow molecules to pass through the cell membrane. There are also proteins with sugars attached. These sugars are known as carbohydrate chains. These extend from the molecules and act as identifiers because sugars are very hydrophilic or water-loving. Antibodies are also formed from these. Another substance found in the bilayer is cholesterol. Cholesterol helps make the membrane more stable. Also, it prevents the bilayer from becoming solid when it is freezing, and also keeps it from melting when it is cold or hot. One more thing about the bilayer that the bilayer contains would be carbohydrates. These chains attach to the outer surface, as stated earlier. They are specific to each type of each person or organism, such as blood type. In conclusion, the cell membrane contains a mosaic of lipids, carbohydrates, and proteins, which are constantly moving fluidly within the structure. That's it.